Well, hey there everybody, my name's Travis. This is Travis Does Kayak Fishing, and I'm just out here on Broadway Lake an evening after work. I wanted to use this crankbait. Man, there's a lot of grass out here. I actually get a good explanation for it here in a minute. So I switch it up and I'm just gonna run the Ned rig, pop it in the grass, and see what I can find. And it didn't take very long. Something decent here. But be prepared. This is a long fight here. Either a monster bass or a cat. I think it's a cat. Not a monster, but there's a lot of lay down, so I've got to resist letting him go too far. The catfish, I'm pretty sure. Pretty nice little bass though. So I want him to so I would like for him to stay out here in the open area, so I'm gonna go against the reel sometimes. It's a really long fight, right? He got me a few times. He kept biting my thumb. He actually cut me up pretty good, but I love it. Hey guys, I'm out here on Lake Broadway getting my thumb chewed up by big ass catfish. That was pretty fun. All right, getting my thumb chewed up by catfish. You had a big one there. Yeah, it was a good size one, man. Pulled him in on 6-pound line. Yeah, I thought he was gonna snap me off. No, I ain't caught a carp since I've been fishing. I've only been fishing like 5 years, but I've never caught one. Yeah. Caught a lot out of this lake, but never that. Carp in to get rid of all that grass that's growing everywhere. Yeah, there is a lot of grass. Yeah. I'm noticing that. I think they put enough in. Was the water really down for a while? Well, it was down and they pulled it down the last week there. I mean, right that day after Christmas, they started drawing it down every other year. Right. Last Christmas, one of the years. And they have to bring it up on the 1st of March, according to DNR. But they didn't put the carp in until after they brought the lake back up. Nice. And I think that was too long. Come back next Friday. It's right there. There we go. He came off. So knowing that there's a lot of grass, I'm just going to focus on all the shadowy overhang areas and try and stay out of some of that newly grown grass. There we go. All right. A little one. Come on. I had this guy in a motorized canoe. There's another one on the night. Move in on the area. We can get a few more for that. That's fine. These small lakes, you just have to roll with that and make friends. better fish. All right, now. All right, they're up shallow. There's just another one on the night. Let's get him back. We're just fishing this shit out of the Ned rig. Snag some, lose some, and I really like these H2O Express premium boxes. They're not as waterproof as I'd like for them to be, but they're watertight, I'll say that. Something's on there. Another little small one on the night, but I'm having fun, so what can you say? I know the spots around here that are likely to hold fish. Not always the biggest, but I can kind of ride around and cherry pick where I want to go. It's the beauty of living close to this lake and knowing it. He spit that one. Another miss. Yeah, and I want to thank Mr. Ryan Washington for this reel you're seeing, this 13 Concepts. We traded a month or so ago, and I've really put this thing to use here lately. It's a cool little combo. That's another Broadway bass. Again, all small tonight, but man, that's typically what I do on Broadway, if I'm being honest. I know there's big ones in here, but I struggle to find the bigger. But we're just tearing them up on the Ned rig tonight. Alright guys, I think that's going to round it out. The sun's getting a little low. The topwater bite doesn't seem to be turning on, and got a handful of fish tonight, so I've had a good time on an evening after work, just a few hours, and what can you say? Another nice evening on Broadway. This seems to be when I have the most luck, is when I get off work and I head out to the lake and just kind of have it to myself for the most part, and pick the high percentage spots I know, the laydowns that have some deeper water by them. Just good laydowns in general really was the key today, I think. Shadows because it was hot, and I found some fish, guys, using the Ned rig, primarily the Z-Man Tickler. That's a really good lure. That's an outstanding lure. If you're Ned rigging the Z-Man Tickler, I think it's the Tickler. It's what you want to use. It's very good. It's very easy. It gets you a lot of bites. I've caught some big ones on it, and I've caught some small ones on it. But just like a typical Ned rig, you can cast it out there and hop it, you can swim it, or you can just do what I like to do the best with a Ned rig. Throw it out there, drag it some. If you feel it hit something, give it a wiggle and see if it moves more. And sometimes just let it soak there. And the Ned rig's super effective. It's been kind of tough fishing here in August, so it was nice to get out and get a handful of bass, even if they're small. So y'all, thanks for coming. It was a lot of fun, and YouTube, thanks for liking the video on the left. I really like the playlist on the right. It's my favorites, and if this content was cool for you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because this is what I like to make. Thanks guys, have a good one.